The Toastmasters Promise is about commitment. Now, all of you have probably heard the joke of the pig and the chicken going to a charity. And in the spirit of the whole thing, the chicken said, "Oh, we must make a contribution." And the pig said, "Yes, yes, we must. What shall we do?" The chicken said, "Why don't we give them bacon and eggs?" The pig said, "No, no, no. For you, it's just a contribution. For me, it's a total commitment." Now, you might have heard the joke before, but we can tell it over and over and over again, because it tells us something about commitment. The commitment you do requires your total being. Your total being here. I have given out something like this to you so that you can score yourself in terms of how you have performed in the past on this commitment as I go through each one of these steps. As you know, we've got our club goals, which we try to get 10 out of 10. But a club goals, right, assembles to area goals, to division goals, to district goals. But right at the beginning, it's about our members and us having our own goals. And we can use the Toastmasters Promise to evaluate ourselves and our participation. There are 10 things, and the promise is covering 3 basic concepts. The first one is participation. To what degree do you participate? The next one is about fellowship, and the last is about living quality. I'm going to cover all 3 of those areas in the 10 points. In terms of participation, the first one is I promise to attend meetings regularly. Meetings are the core of what Toastmasters is about. Toastmasters will never be a long-distance course. It's a skill development organization. You have to be here. You have to do things to become a Toastmaster. You cannot become an advanced communicator or a competent leader without doing things. And your meetings are the place where you do that. So I want you to, in your mind, you don't have to do it physically, but give yourself a tick. If in the last year you attended at least 6 meetings of the 12 over the year. The next one is to prepare for your speeches. Do you really take the time and effort to make your speeches worthwhile? Do you take the time to really put the effort in so that you learn from your preparation? And that's what Toastmasters is about. It's about a commitment to extend ourselves. And that commitment means that we put in a lot of effort with our speeches. When we had our conference, we listened to Mark Brown, the world champion, talk to us about how much effort and time and hours they spend for their 7 minutes of a world championship speech. And the one question that came up for me was, how much effort do I put in that speech? Do we think about every word, every gesture? Do we practice it over and over? And that's the question of commitment, is how much effort you put in to your speeches. Next one in participation is assignments. Assignments here in terms of the roles that we are playing here in Toastmasters. The role of Toastmaster, the role of giving the word of the day. All these are roles and opportunities to participate. When we have competitions, we need judges. Are you willing to participate? Are you stepping forward and taking the opportunity? Too many of us are waiting to be asked by the Vice President of Education or by the President because we want to feel important. Toastmasters is about leadership. And leadership is about taking action. And action is about stepping into the opportunity. That's in terms of participation. The next is fellowship. And our fellowship starts when we give evaluations. We say we promise to give fair and constructive evaluations. Again, How much effort do you put into an evaluation to really benefit the speaker? Are we just repeating what other people are saying? Or are we really thinking critically and saying, how can I help this member to improve and reach their goals? That's what evaluation is about. It's not about me giving just feedback. It's about really being concerned about the other person and their development. The next one is our convivial atmosphere. The atmosphere of friendship, of fellowship. What are we doing when we step through the door? Are we looking who are the guests? Are we introducing ourselves to guests? Are we talking to all the members, or are we having a little clique here of people that we're talking to continually? The moment that type of atmosphere is being created where people are only talking to certain members, and you have to do certain things to get into that clique, the club as a whole starts hurting. The next one is about being a club officer. You can give yourself a tick if you have come forward and said, I would like to be a club officer in the previous meeting, or in the previous year. Are you ready to step up and take the opportunity of leadership that's afforded to you once a year to participate as an officer? But there's more. Commitment is to add a little bit of extra. And that more is, have you stepped up to your club officer and said, can I help you in your portfolio? The VP membership. Can I help you to greet new guests? Can I help you to give out new packs? The Vice President of Public Relations. Can I help you with the website? Can I help you to write a newsletter? These are all ways in which we can step forward and participate. The next one is about members. It's about how we treat our fellow members. Do we treat them with courtesy? Do we treat them with respect? And do we encourage them? Just think what a little pat on the back can do. A little congratulations. A little bit of encouragement when we feel that we failed ourselves giving a presentation. Those are the things that makes the club grow. But that's commitment. A commitment that goes beyond my own goals and objectives to start seeing the goals and objectives of other members and say, am I supporting other members in their goals? Then it's about quality. The first one there is about guests. If each of us bring 2 guests over a year, we had 40 guests moving into the club and out. And yes, we want to convert our guests to members, and we're passionate about it because we believe everybody can gain from it. But at the end of the day, it's about guests going out and being also part of our advertisement. Of saying, I was there. When they see somebody struggling to speak, they say, the place you need to go is Toastmasters. Even if they didn't join themselves. We want to leave people with an expression that we deliver quality, that we live quality. The next one is guidelines and rules. Toastmasters operate according to guidelines and rules. And the question is, are you aware of those guidelines and rules? Are you aware of what is needed for you to attain recognition so that you can get the Competent Communicator Award? Are you aware, and do you make trouble to understand why Toastmasters do the things the way they do it? The last, but not the least, standards. And the question is, are we living to our standards? Do people recognize you for the quality of standard that you live as a leader and communicator? Do you live the Toastmaster standards? Wherever you go, you are an advertisement of Toastmasters. And that's the last part of the promise. To take Toastmasters outside of these roles of the club, and lift those standards so that people can say, he's a Toastmaster, she's a Toastmaster. I can see it by the way they live. Madam Toastmaster.